Alright, this is our next lesson for ukulele in my class. Successive from the other lesson, which I forgot what number that was. So anyways, we were talking about how accountability could be questionable. So what we have to do is I'm going to have the kids use free access papers. May I have an example? I always cut these little pieces of paper that are free access papers, and that just means they can get them freely if they have permission to get the free access. And so in this case, we're going to use these sheets of paper, and they're going to write their name and number at the top and date. Of course, we always write the date. And they're going to score each other on the songs that they were supposed to practice. Now, we've gone a little while without actually practicing because it's been winter break. And so now they owe me 3 songs. And so what I'm going to do to make sure that they're accountable is each person will have to team up or pair up, and they're going to quiz each other. And if they quiz each other and they give each other 5s, I can choose to audit their scores. And if, say for example, someone got a 5 but they deserved a 0, then both people have to share that 0. If the person didn't do a good job of evaluating and they say, oh well, because you're my best friend, I'm going to give you a 5, or I'll give you a 4, even though the person doesn't know how to actually sing any songs or play any songs, then that person is going to have to be penalized for their bad evaluation. So let's make sure we do an honest job of evaluating. And what you can actually say is, you know what, I know I didn't practice at all. Let me give myself the 0s. So it doesn't feel like, you know, somebody's having to hurt the other person, right? So you might just volunteer. You say, I know I didn't practice, so just let me give myself the 0s. So you understand what that means, right? Because why would you make the other person hear you do a horrible job and then force a 0 on them? Because no one wants to give a bad score. So, are you guys ready to pair up? Or should I just tell you who to pair up with? Why don't we always just go with the person directly across from you? The person that always evaluates you is going to be the one that's going to evaluate you. Then we can break off and practice in our bands. Because today you're going to find a band, and from now on, after these 3 individual songs, you have to join a band. And then we'll judge you based on how your band plays. So one band will evaluate another band later on. Does that make sense? Right? So it's the same operation later on, same concept, except bands will evaluate other bands, and then every band will have a chance to play. Eventually, certain bands are going to get to go on YouTube based on their evaluations. Okay? Are you ready?
Yeah.
Go ahead and begin.